I have heard stories about Diddy drugging people, but not with this many details. He's got it so bad, people couldn't even trust the moisturizer in his house, not even the hand soap or the hand sanitizer. Even the gardener got affected by the opioids and the marijuana that was growing in this man's garden. This bodyguard that's speaking about Diddy drugging people is so credible, he may be the reason why Diddy got denied bail again. His interviews is being translated in Arabic and Japanese so people all across the world can hear about these sick freak off parties. Y'all gotta hear the wisdom that this man is speaking about Diddy drugging random innocent people.
Well, let me ask you this. There's been some talk that he had some drinks that were laced with something.
Laced in drinks in the hip hop, entertainment, fashion industry is a big thing.
And what do they lace it with?
Well, previously it was Ruther. And then the onset of...
You got to forgive me, homie, but what is that? What is Ruthlin?
Ruthlin, you ever heard the term someone got roof?
Oh, yeah, Ruthlin. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Ruthlin was like the majority, but, you know, whenever you see guys doing a lot of cocaine, scopolamine is going to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And scopolamine, you know, once you're dosed with scopolamine, a person can take you to the ATM machine. They can say, empty your ATM machine, empty your account. You're going to empty the account out, give away all your furniture. You have no control of yourself until it wears off. And it's usually permanent neurological problems that come from being dosed with scopolamine. So Ruthlin and scopolamine is something I was always leery of, for sure.
Do you know if that ever happened at a Diddy party?
So I will say this. There are a lot of people in my inbox who are on active indictments toward him who are alleging that this took place. So, you know, recently he came under scrutiny because of liquid GHB. Now, liquid GHB in a very small amount can incapacitate you, lowers your heart rate to the point where someone may think you're asleep or dead, but you're really not. So there are people in the indictment saying that, you know, he squirted them with baby oil and they passed out.
And what do you, and in my thinking, the only reason you would want to do that is to take advantage of somebody, whether it be sexually or any other way.
Right. And what I've grown to understand is any man who does ecstasy for longer than 2 or 3 years, they start to become a sexual deviant. This guy Combs been doing ecstasy for 20 years. And now when he was arrested with a substance called Tusi, which is ketamine, ecstasy, cocaine mixed, and is dyed to be pink.
Yes.
So, you know,
that's the pink cocaine that now everybody's talking about.
Right. He was arrested with this while being under federal indictment and being monitored. So that goes to show that there's definitely addiction involved, and there's definitely a drug aspect involved as well.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever hear of cyanide being mixed in any of these drinks?
Now, see, whenever people mention cyanide, I get uncomfortable because over a period of 6 years, I had pneumonia 3 times, right? So on the final time, my mom takes me to the hospital. They get a toxicology report done. I test positive for cyanide. The way cyanide metabolizes in the human body is after a certain amount of dosages, it turns into pneumonia. Kim Porter, his ex-wife, died from pneumonia.
I heard that.
His ex-bodyguard recently, a few months ago, just died from pneumonia. And when I first started speaking out about this, there were no podcasts. It's like 2013. There are no podcasts. Social media is really just starting to get ingrained in society. So people told me I was crazy, said I was a hater, but I work hand in hand with law enforcement in my career path, and they tested my car. My car handles tested positive for cyanide. So I don't think a person will use cyanide directly at a party, but cyanide is around. I tested positive for it. I got my toxicology report to this day. So.
And let me ask you, why would you put cyanide in somebody's drink? What kind of behavior would that cause you to, to be?
Yeah, so you feel like you got the flu. You feel sick. You want to isolate yourself from everyone, and your lungs, you coughing up mucus. Like throughout history, cyanide poison was a way people got away with murder before the onset of better technology for testing for certain toxins and stuff like that. Because cyanide used to be in rat poison, so it's all type of cold case files. This person, she poisoned her husband over a series of weeks with rat poison. He died from pneumonia. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't invent or embellish. I'm only gonna speak on things I can verify to be facts. And I definitely tested positive for the cyanide, and I had pneumonia 3 times. I basically got one lung now because of it.
Really? So, but this didn't occur at a party for you. I mean, you didn't take a drink at one of Diddy's parties, and maybe the cyanide was in one of those drinks.
No, see, because I have been privy to certain things, so it's footage of me with a bottle of champagne in my hand that I brought with me while I'm with models and stuff like that. Because it's a scary feeling, bro. Like when you can look at somebody and tell they've been compromised, and you can't really explain why. So once me and my team had experienced roofing on our own, we said we can never let this happen again. So we invented some new protocols. If a bottle get brought to a section, if it's opened already, you got to send it back. We would travel with a portable test kit with us. All type of, if people are paying you to protect their life, you got to use every tool that's available to you.
Well, again, without making any definite allegations or pointing fingers, it makes you think why, Kim Porter would have died of pneumonia when Diddy is putting everything else in drinks. I'm not saying he did it. We don't know that, but it raises eyebrows. You gotta kind of think about it. Why did that happen? And she was relatively young, Kim. I mean, she was a young girl. It's not normal that you die of pneumonia at that age.
Just not normal. Just not normal. And some of the other substances that we mentioned, people will still start partying off of that. Cyanide touch you, you don't want to party.
Yeah.
So you almost get a feeling like, man, something's wrong here. But you're not gonna think that somebody's poisoning. You're not gonna think that, Right. But it definitely happened to me. So, and like in the work that I do to combat human trafficking, I've had bounties on my life. I've had the FBI showing up telling me, yeah, we got information. By law they got to tell you.
Right.
Had those situations. So you just kind of get accustomed that you know what you signed up for. So you just try to take as many steps possible to mitigate risk and hope for the best. Be vigilant.
Well, let me ask you this. Suge was quite outspoken. He gave me names. He said that he mentioned Obama. He said Obama and Diddy were close friends. He even indicated they had a sexual relationship together. Obviously he spoke about Justin Bieber and Usher and all that. Is there anybody that that you feel you can talk about that was at these parties or affected by anything?
Well, so I am aware that Leonardo DiCaprio has He's having a lawsuit come up against the Busby lawyer because so right now what's happening is so when they initially raided Combs' home, they did not inform the raiding officers whose home they were going to raid.
I didn't know that.
Right. So that right there goes to show, like, all right, now this guy have a lot of reach. He could be somebody that's been cooperating previously. So once they got their hands on that footage, there've been laws passed for revenge porn and stuff like that. You can't sell someone's tape without them approving it. So, from my sources, some other close protection operatives, there are a lot of A-list stars right now who are doing what they can to prevent certain footage from coming out,
So it's not even safe for people to be around celebrities. It's the furthest thing from a come up. First you up for audition, then after that, it's rehearsal, then rehab. Drewski's big brother been doing security for I don't know how long, but he do have facts, and that's why I don't have no choice but to respect it. For the longest, I didn't want to believe Diddy was as bad as they say he is, but with stories like these, I don't have no choice but to believe what's being said. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Is he really the drug you down king? Or do you feel like there's no truth in any of this stuff that's being said? I feel like it's some truth there. Because so many people saying the same thing, it got to be some truth there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'ma holla at y'all later.